President, my question is to the Leader of the Government. Minister, I refer to the Andrews Labor government's delay in seeking the assistance of the ADF in the wake of the recent devastating storm. Emergency Management Commissioner Andrew Crisp said that defence personnel were not required on the ground because they didn't have many people who are trained and they didn't have arborists. Minister Pearson doubled down in question time in the other place yesterday, saying, "I mean, you know, the ADF do some fantastic work, but they are not skilled arborists." Minister, is it the Andrews Labor government's position that the Australian Defence Force do not have the capacity to cut down gum trees?
Leader of the Government.
This is a serious issue. Thank you, President. And Mr Davis has addressed his question to me in relation to the devastation that has resulted from extreme weather events out in the east, and of course our attention and focus on recovery for those communities remains a focus of the government. In relation to requests for ADF support, any request for assistance requires an initial impact assessment to be determined what resources would be required and to indeed identify the support that would be sought. And this includes the number of people required and the type of work to be performed. This work, I understand, was completed, and once the scale and complexity of the storm and damage was assessed, the request for ADF could be made. The Inspector-General for Emergency Management has been monitoring Victoria's response to the storms, and I understand has written to the Acting Minister endorsing the approach to the ADF requests as appropriate. A major part, of course, of the clean-up efforts requires removing dangerous trees to re-establish access in particular areas, which is required to be carried out by trained arborists, particularly for safety measures. The ADF, we're very grateful for their support. They're on the ground helping to provide relief for Victorian agencies, assisting with general road clearance, helping deliver generators, as we talked about yesterday, for those in need, and indeed providing support to relief centres and those all-important welfare checks and knocking on doors and ensuring that we can get support to those people that still require it. And as I indicated yesterday and continue today, this is an important focus of the government, and we thank all of those involved for their efforts.